Hello and welcome back to the 6th episode of the Dlsone podcast. I'm Adam, or the Rubik's Cubed.
I'm Daniel Goodman, or DG Cubes.
I'm Avocado, or #Cuber.
I'm Allison Lee, or the Programming Cuber.
Alright, so in this episode, we're very fortunate to have Elise, or JKC, on.
Hello.
Alright, so as per usual, we're going to start with some question and answers. So who wants to go first?
I'll say the question first. From Nile TC, he asks, to JKC, what were your thoughts when you kissed Chris Olsen's cube?
I was just really confused because I could see people recording, yet I was like, why is he asking me to kiss his cube? And then, like, it went on to, what was the website it went on to? What's it called?
What was it? I don't know.
Wait.
It went on to some, like, Reddit cringe, and then it had to be taken down because I was underage, and it was just like, I did not know what was going on.
What?
What? Okay, I don't know that.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Somebody, like, messaged me and was like, hey, it's on Reddit cringe, and I was like, I don't even know what Reddit is. And then they had to take it down.
Oh, great.
Wow. Huh.
That's interesting. Alright, so next up, KSN Cube. He always asks good questions. For all of you, what's the worst question you've been asked for a Q&A?
Okay. Adam, do you want to go first?
That
'Cause you
one.
asked it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
I
difficult.
knew somebody was going to say that. Let's see. This one's tough. I've received lots of bad comments in my day, as we all have.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stories I could go with that.
Yeah.
I feel like other people have some better stories than me, so I'm gonna let this one pass for now. But
Okay, I'll go. Okay, so mine is pretty general. I think Ava's gonna agree with me because we've talked about this before. And it's probably going to offend a lot of people because a lot of people ask these questions. But any questions that are like, do you think X company will release Y cube? Like, I don't know.
That's true.
How
That's
am I
true.
supposed to know? I have no idea. I'm not affiliated with the company at all. So, I don't know. And also, like, I don't like the questions where it's
What's your
like,
PB?
on a scale from 12 to 3, what's your favorite
just not
stapler in the
It's
market? I don't know. Like,
it's
Yeah,
like
I know,
it's like
I
the
agree.
Derpy's random is not funny.
yeah, those
Yeah.
questions. The thing about those questions is that they're so easy to answer. I mean, obviously it's going to be like the Staples brand stapler. I mean, why are you even asking that?
What?
It's so easy to answer, you know. And it's
no,
8
but it's on
the
a scale from 12 to 3.
8.
So,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
an 8. The Stapler's brand is an 8. That's the best score you can get.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
See, my
from
least
12
favorite
to 3.
my least favorite comments are the ones that are like, I'm 3 years old and I average this and I've been cubing this.
Oh
long.
my
Is that good?
Oh, so
Oh my
true.
God.
Sure. There's so many
Yeah.
factors that determine whether or not that's good for how long you've been cubing. Like, do you
Yeah.
practice a
Yeah.
lot? Do you practice, like, none? Like, it's just like, I just don't answer those.
Yeah, it's not based on
Yeah.
age at all, your cubing skill. Like, like, that 5-year-old kid, I forget his name, but he's, like, sub 10 or something. So,
Yeah.
if you're saying, I'm 11 and I average 45 seconds, is that good? It's good for you? I don't know if that's, like, I don't know. It's...
Hey, just find comfort in knowing that there are not a lot of people in the world that can solve a Rubik's Cube at all. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
the fact that you have like some kind of average, I mean, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, from somebody whose name I'm not going to try to pronounce. I
Cronus
apologize.
Gilverbrine.
Cronus Gilver.
Gilverbrine. Why do people have such good last names? That's an awesome last name.
Yeah,
to get.
we found some really good last
Remember
names
last
here.
time it was Light Body?
It was
Light
yeah,
Body.
Light
Oh,
Body.
yeah, that was a cool name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were looking for Heavy Body and we couldn't find it.
All right. For all of you, what nicknames do your parents call you or used to call you, if any?
Ava.
Okay, so I have some good I have some good
Wait, what'd you
stories with
say?
this one. So first off, when your parents are mad with you, typically they say your full name with like your middle names, like
Oh,
Daniel
My
Yeah.
mom doesn't
Goodman.
do that. or
You
my
get
dad.
over here right now, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
So when my parents get
No,
mad at
you know
me,
what my parents do? They say my full Chinese name. They don't say my full English name.
Oh, man.
That's intimidating. That's intimidating. Okay.
That is
Yeah.
very scary.
They yell at me in Chinese. There you go.
All right. So instead of doing that, what my parents do is they shorten my name to just my initials.
What?
So if they're mad at me, they're like, AJ, get over here. Because my middle name is Justin.
Oh, whoa.
So instead of like lengthening it, they shorten it instead.
Can I call
don't
you
understand
AJ?
why. Yeah.
AJ.
AJ, that has a nice ring to it.
It kind of does.
Thanks. Yeah. So like I could go by that if I wanted to, like that, because my middle name is Jay, and a lot of people choose like I know a lot of like Anthony J, and their middle name is like J, and they just go by AJ. But I don't know. I like
Their
I
middle
always
name
like
is
Adam
just
better.
Jay.
No, Justin.
Adam J.
Adam J.
Adam J. McNeil.
Okay, and then beyond that, my grandpa calls me Adam. Drop it where it is, because whenever I'm at his house, he always busts my chops for like if I use like a tissue or finish like a water bottle or something, I just throw it on the floor instead of throwing it out first. So he calls me Adam. Drop it where it is. And
Oh, that's
yeah.
fun.
So I've never really had like a good nickname. So like friends maybe have called me at most A-Vets. But other than that, like
A-Vets.
I haven't really had a nickname ever except for my family members calling me something.
How about Vestor? That's always a good misspelling.
Vestor.
Yeah, TG. Yeah.
That's a competition nickname. Adam Vestor.
No. That comes from when I was at his house that one time, and he had some mail that he got on his bed,
Oh.
and I saw it there, and it was addressed to Adam Vestor.
I have that sheet in front of me right now. Actually.
My friend's name is Nadia, but it's like the big end of the season cross country race, and they misspelled her name to Nudia.
Oh no.
Oh,
We're like, oh my god,
Poor thing.
That's unfortunate.
yeah.
it's very unfortunate.
All right.
I don't
who's-
really have nicknames. It kind of stinks.
Yeah.
I mean, people, depending on like what month it is, like during like December, people call me like Elise Navidad because it's like Feliz Navidad. I don't
that's
really think
funny.
that counts.
That's clever.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And then
You have monthly nicknames.
yeah, I think that's it.
I generally don't go by Allie, but I have a couple friends from like that I've had since like 3rd grade who will call me Allie, but other than that, I generally don't. But
I can't even imagine calling you Allie.
Yeah, I can't either. I have a cousin named Allie.
Fun
That's
fact.
off topic.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you get out of this conversation. DG has a cousin named Allie. There you go.
Title name, anybody?
My cousin would be
DG has a
happy
cousin.
to be in the title of our podcast.
Yeah. So from Tyler Bevan, I have a question for JKC. Are you the fastest female 4 through 7 solver?
Absolutely not. No.
That was
I mean-
very definite.
I'm like for like 7x7, I think I'm like top 5, but 4 through 7, absolutely not. I'm not number 1 at
Wait,
all in any of them
Is
actually.
Sam top for all of them?
I feel like if she's not at the very top, she's very close, but I know she's number 1 girl for 7x7 because that's my favorite event, so it's the only one I kind of keep track of. So I know she's number 1 in the US and I think the world for girls on 7x7 and probably 6x6, but I'm not sure about 4 and 5, but probably 5 actually. So I'm definitely not number 1 at all.
Okay. So the next question to all. From Trey Neff.
Wait.
To all. What cube company do you dislike the most?
Do you
Yeah.
at the dislike?
I
didn't even notice that when I copied it.
At the dislike.
at the dislike.
It's like the aloe, whatever it was.
How aloe is to keep for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah. Elise, you want to go
No,
first?
Are there any that are really bad? Like,
This is like a tough one
Yeah.
because I only do
V-cubes.
WCA, so like
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one because all of the like cubes that have come out in my day haven't been like none of them have been like terrible. Like a brand hasn't come out with like only terrible cubes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like there's been like
like
some
the Panji
rotten
was
apples
bad,
in
but
the
Dion
bunch,
is a good
but
brand.
I'm
Pansu?
I'm
No, the
gonna have
Panshi, I
to.
said.
I'm
That
gonna
was
have
bad.
to
I
go
thought you
with.
said
Dion's still a good
Pansu.
brand. No.
Yeah, I mean, Diane's so good.
I'm gonna have to go with like 2014 on Diane. Before 2014, like whenever when was the Sanchi released? I want to say like
2011.
early.
Um,
2011.
Guys, we made
2011.
5 videos on the Sanchi, or 6 videos on the
And none of
Sanchi. We
us
should
know.
know this.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like after that, like I mean, they had some good cubes after Zanchi. So I would say like 2013 and on Diane, where they just like for like a 2-year period they just didn't release anything, and then they released the Panchi followed by the Diane Pyramix. I mean, that's a pretty
Diane.
awful
yeah,
lineup.
Yeah.
that's rough.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty awful
Yeah, the
lineup.
Dion
It's a rough
2x2.
patch.
I forget which came out last, the Dion 2x2 or the Dion Megaminx, but like those were the last 2 good Dion
Yeah.
products. For me,
Yeah,
I don't
I
even
agree
like the
to that.
Dion Mega, but I mean, I just got a bad one.
Well, yeah, DG doesn't like the Mega.
I don't.
I
like
mean,
Diane
I don't
Mega
really
either.
use my Diane Mega anymore, but I used to.
Yeah.
Now I just have a modded Shangxiao, so that's better.
Yeah.
The modded Shangxiao is probably still the best.
Okay, next question by Spotty. Do you think out of the 25 million cubes sold of whatever? I think he meant
I think it's
or whatever.
350 million.
Yeah.
I think it's 350
350
million.
Yeah.
25 million isn't that much compared to what it actually is, but
Yeah.
I think he just didn't look it up. That's all right.
She.
I think
She,
he's
yeah.
referencing Rubik's
She.
specifically.
Yeah, like the
She,
Rubik's.
yeah.
No, but Rubik's is 350 million.
She. Do you think more of them have been bought by cubers or people with the same interest, or just random people? Okay.
I guess. If it's Rubik's brand, then I think it would probably be more people with random interest. Like,
I think
interest
it's-
in it.
I agree to that.
Yeah.
Although it could be like they start cubing, I guess. I don't know. Would they? I guess they wouldn't be considered a cuber when they bought it then.
I would say.
Why don't we change the question to, of the 300 whatever million cubes sold, do you think at least half the people, it initiated half the people to start cubing? Or
No,
half
no.
the people?
Not
No,
half.
because
not
there's
half.
No.
There's not
half.
half of 350 million people cubing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not half. Obviously.
No way.
I mean, they may have learned, but I don't think it became like a passion or like
Yeah.
a hobby of
'Cause
a lot of them.
that would mean like about 2%
Yeah.
of the entire world is a cuber, and that's definitely not true.
No.
I would say
yeah.
it's
Did you
like,
just do like math in your head to figure that out?
yeah.
What the heck?
I think.
It's DG.
I
It's
think
DG.
I got
He
it.
likes numbers.
Right? Something like that. I'm probably wrong, and people are gonna like correct me in the comments, but we'll see.
It's okay. He did it on the spot. You should forgive him.
Yeah, please do.
Okay,
like,
so
still,
if we take off the half, do you think like at least 10%, let's say, of the people who bought those
35 million people. That's no.
not became like an actual like
I'd say
integrated.
not even
cuber.
became an actual cuber, just initiated.
Just learned
them
how to
as-
solve
Oh,
it.
like learn how to solve
Well,
it.
okay, let's look at this. There are 50,000 or so people who have competed in the WCA, and I would say there are at least 10 to 20 times more who haven't but can solve it.
Yeah.
So that would give us like 1 million or so, right?
I'm like
No,
mad impressed that
something
you know
like
how
that.
to do this.
I don't know.
Like I didn't even know how many people competed in competitions before.
I remembered hearing it somewhere.
Yeah,
think,
I check
it's,
every
like,
once in a
around
while.
50.
I remember it used to be like 30,000 or something. Because,
Yeah.
I had to
Back
scroll
in the
really
old
far down to
days.
get to me back in the beginning, and I was like really close to that. But, yeah. So I think, yeah, I don't know. Maybe 1 million cubers in the world, but that would be like still
All right,
a lot.
so
Alright.
Interesting.
Yeah, that might be a little bit of a stretch.
interesting.
The Myosha
Cubing
has
statistics.
like a million subscribers.
That's
He
true.
does?
No, he has like 600K.
Oh, he does?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
How
about
did he
to
get
say,
that many?
a
Like I'm
million.
confused.
There are the Spanish cubing community is huge. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, he
it's
has
surprising.
he has almost 800,000.
Oh really? Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Oh my god.
I think
That's
a lot of them aren't
ridiculous.
cubers though. Like cuz the way he shows puzzles, he does it like not
Yeah.
assuming you know anything about them. Like he doesn't really talk about like turning and corner cutting. It's more like look at this cool cube. So
Yeah, that's probably why it appeals to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like who aren't cubers as well.
So,
It's not.
That's
he,
pretty
he
ridiculous.
Makes it. He kind of like makes it mainstream from being
Yeah.
a niche, type thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe in
Yeah,
that
sorry,
case
go
I'd
ahead.
adjust my
Alright.
1 million estimate to like 2 million or more, because like that's a lot of subscribers.
It's crazy to think about that. 2 million people. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you think about it, like, even just people who have access to YouTube, like, some people you might not even see around because, say, in China, all the Chinese Cubers don't have access to Facebook, don't have access
That's
to YouTube.
true.
That's true.
So, you don't even see
That's
them.
accurate.
They're, like, almost invisible to everyone else.
That's true. And there are a lot
Fine,
of Cubers in
50%.
China.
He's just like, I just keeps bumping it up, and then he's like, you know what?
And then don't forget
Yeah,
about
half
like
the world
all
is a Cuber.
Don't
forget the
about
Cubers
all
in
of the
Antarctica.
forgotten Cubers and the lost subcontinent of Atlantis. We
Okay.
can't forget
Yes.
about
Oh.
those people.
Oh, yeah.
So like
Definitely.
75% of the world population probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Next
Let's
question.
just say 90, just to be safe.
Manoloda Cuber.
Manaloda
Cortez.
Cuba, Manaloda Cuba yeah. Manaloda Cuber Cortez. That is an interesting name. Okay. I'm fascinated by YouTube usernames. Okay, they ask, what are the phones you currently use? So I guess this is kind of like a quick answer one. So I have a Nokia 3310. No, I have a Galaxy S5. That's what I use to record and everything.
I have an
I-
iPhone 6.
You're the only Apple user in this entire group.
Yeah.
I used to be Android, then I switched.
Ooh.
But I might
that
switch back.
hurts.
Oh. I use an LG G4.
LG G2.
Next was 6B.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, you
funny
see, I
story is
broke
that
my-
Ava used to use a OnePlus One up until after Manhasset,
Yeah,
What happened?
I dropped my phone.
when she dropped
then it
and broke her OnePlus One.
Oh. The OnePlus one's
My
a good
friend
phone.
dropped her phone in a toilet at school and then
Oh,
like came
great.
back and was like, "It's still working," and I just dropped it in the toilet. I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Wow.
Was it a Nokia?
That's luck.
Nokia
No, it's an
3310.
iPhone. Mine is kind of shattered though right now. Like you can't really see anything on the screen. It's fine though.
It still functions.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have friends with just completely shattered phone screens, and I'm like, how do you stand to look at that every single day?
Yeah, I don't
See,
get it.
I broke my Android phone like 20 times. So then I'm like, maybe I'll try an iPhone.
Yeah.
My Samsung Galaxy S3, I literally got it replaced 20 times by Best Buy.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, another one from KSN Cubed.
Yep.
Question again for all of you. Why did you decide to create a YouTube channel, and who inspired you?
I think people, for the most part, have heard my story before, so I'll just go over it briefly. In 7th grade, I had a friend who had originally got me into speed cubing, and we were interested in just creating some videos for fun, so I made a YouTube channel about it. At that point in time, I would say my biggest inspiration, I guess if you want to call it that, was Crazy Bad Cuber. Not anymore. To say that.
We're gonna leave it at that.
I'm not gonna further explain that. Yeah.
Yeah, I started a channel because I was making videos on my 3DS for a
3DS.
while, just for fun.
Oh gosh.
And, cause like it had cameras and like, whoa, anyway.
No, I don't blame you. I did that too, but I never uploaded any of them.
Yeah, well, okay, I was making them for like quite a while, and then I finally decided,
Oh, I didn't do
I
that.
should get a channel. So I did, and like my main inspiration, same with Adam, it's probably Crazy Bad Cuber. Also JR Cuber inspired me quite a bit. But yeah, Crazy Bad Cuber, I would like wake up in the morning and I would see he uploaded the video and I would freak out. I would get so excited. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We all start
Yeah.
off as fangirls to somebody.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna save my story for last for a certain reason. So
Okay.
Okay.
So I was kind of similar. I used to make videos, but not cubing at all. I would make like tech videos, except I knew nothing, so they were horrible, and I didn't have money to buy a bunch of new tech stuff, so I'd like unbox the same like BlackBerry with like the little scroll ball
Oh my
like,
gosh.
15 times,
Oh,
and I would do it on my laptop, and then with a webcam, and then when I started cubing, the kid in my class the Cubingers. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, I know
but
that.
Timmy. Yeah, Timmy, he went to school with me, and I started cubing because of him, and then he had a channel, so I was like, you know what, I might as well make one, and I literally thought about my username for, like, a month before I could decide on it, because I was going to do, like, Cubing Girl, or, like, something like that, but then I was like, no, I gotta think of something creative, and then... I think I watched Nemo the day I came up with mine, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm, like, genius. So I made it.
Yeah.
And inspirations, that's a good one. I honestly don't remember who inspired me. Like, besides, like, Timmy, because he had a channel. I don't know, like, who I looked up to, like, big YouTubers or whatever. I can't remember. But probably the same as you guys, like Crazy Bad Cuber, JR Cuber, because they were pretty, like, they're big at the time, too.
Right.
I remember when JR had, like, 1,000 subs.
Same.
Those were the days.
I love seeing the comments on his videos that go, oh my gosh, your voice has changed.
Oh my god.
Those are so annoying.
Yeah.
You know who's going through the same thing? Derpy. Derpy has like, people are saying he has like JR Cuber syndrome. Because his voice went from like really high and it's getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
JR Cuber syndrome, oh my gosh.
Like JR Cuber disease or something. I was like, what?
That's so funny that they call it that.
Yeah, apparently they actually call it that.
JR Cuber syndrome.
JR Cuber disease.
Also known scientifically as puberty. I mean, like, okay.
Thanks for the biology lesson, Adam.
No problem.
All right, so Ava, do you have a...
I think I started it to enter someone's contest. I don't know.
Oh, Classy Cuber?
Let's not talk about that.
The camel! The camel is real.
I still don't know what that means.
Camel was my favorite.
I still don't know what that means.
The camel was my favorite.
But
should we tell the story?
No, it's okay.
Can we tell it?
No.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
I think we should tell it, Ava. So, so I was like...
I actually don't know the full story, but I've
Okay.
seen the video.
So,
Wait, you've seen the video?
So,
I think so. I think you showed it at some point.
Really?
yeah. So...
I remember seeing it, yeah.
So, like, the day before Starlight 2013, which is where I met Ava, I actually saw one of her videos, and it was that. It was Classy Cuber's 250 subscriber contest entry, and she had to, like, answer questions about cubing and everything, like how she started, what she likes about the Classy Cuber, and all that stuff. And throughout the entire video, she couldn't show her face, so she like edited in a camel over her face, like a camel.
My gosh.
But like
That's so
it wasn't
funny.
even like the background wasn't edited out. It was just like a camel head with a white
Like a
background
straight-
stuck on her
yeah.
face.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so it's pretty funny though, because then the day after that I met her and I asked her what her channel was, and she was like #Cuber, and I was like, whoa, I think I remember that from yesterday. And it was,
From
it was really
yesterday.
weird.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think she like you had it unlisted or
It's
private
private,
or
I think,
something, and
now.
you showed it. Yeah, you showed us at some point because I remember seeing it and it was hilarious.
You should make it public again.
No.
Plucks.
No, but see, the reason I say my story for last is because my story is interesting because guess who inspired me?
Us.
There are two of them here. It was DG and Ava because I went to
Yeah.
Princeton 2014 and then I saw them filming there and I was like, these people have cameras and they're like talking to it and filming stuff at this competition. What
They're
is this?
talking to it.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I've seen like cubing videos before, so I guess I would have similar inspirations of like Crazy by Cuber and whatnot. But also them because I saw them at Princeton and then they added me to that chat and then I was like talking to them and then I thought it was cool, so I did it.
Aw.
And my first
cute.
video was made on iMovie which I got for a school project.
Wait,
I use
on
iMovie
my iPad.
still.
Wait.
On my iPad, I had a PC, I had a PC, yeah.
Okay, so the next question comes from Pi, and it
Pi.
who said,
Flashback.
question for JKC, where's Kayla?
Oh, where's Kayla? Oh, she's at college. She didn't like fall off the planet.
Yeah, she just,
No, she's just off learning
Goodbye.
stuff.
She's
Oh,
gone.
So I only see her like a few times during the year, but she's coming back next week, so I'm pumped.
Oh, cool.
yay. My brother doesn't come back from Japan until
That's the way you
Until
said
July.
that. I'm sorry. My brother never comes back.
Well, my sister's not really in a different country. She's just, a few hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah, same deal here.
My brother's actually in a different country, but yeah.
Wait,
'Cause
how old's your brother?
24. He's turning 25 this year.
So he lives in Japan?
Yeah, right now. And he's gonna get he's planning on going to grad school in Japan too.
Dang.
That's so cool.
Lucky. Japan's awesome.
Yeah, Japan is
is
really
cool.
cool.
All right. What's next?
So-
Okay, Robert Rubin. In all of your opinions, which WCA puzzle takes the most and least effort in terms of algs, practice, and time to be world class, top 10 in the world? That's a very interesting question, which I
Yeah, I
cannot
like that.
answer because
And I'm glad he provided specifics because I've like heard questions like that before, and like world class is subjective and
Yeah. Well, he
effort is
tells
also
you that
that's
world
subjective.
class is top
and-
10, so.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. So like,
So this
I'm
is a
glad
good
he
one.
provided specifics.
Okay, in terms of
Mm.
algs,
That's a really hard question.
I would say clock, because there are no algs.
You're saying least, because he also asked most.
Least effort.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think when he says algs, practice, and time, he means all of them combined. So.
Oh.
I kind of
Um.
forgot clock existed. Whoops.
That happens.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I would
It's an
say.
interesting question.
Yeah.
it's actually magic, guys. No.
That would make
True.
sense, though.
Rainbow Cube.
If magic was still around, then there would be no question as to the answer of this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
now that magic is not around, it's a
Yeah.
little.
In some ways, like, okay, I'm not good at Skewb, but I kind of want to say that as.
That's what I was
One of
thinking
them?
too.
Yeah, because the thing with Skewb is, it does take a lot of algs to actually get, like, really good if you know, like, full advanced or whatever.
137.
But, yeah, but, like, I average,
wow,
like,
okay.
like 7 or 6 on Skewb, and I never practice. So.
That's not good.
If I. Well, yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that was
Exactly. No, it's
I
not
average
good.
7 or 8,
but, like,
and I do practice.
No, but like
Yeah,
I feel
don't
like
practice
if
at
I
all.
practiced
I don't
more,
practice.
I feel like if I practiced more, I could get myself down like more seconds and everything. Like I'm still using beginners/intermediate. Like I use beginners still
Yeah,
sometimes.
so am I.
So, the fact that I'm able to average around that area with very little practice is like I feel like it would be difficult to get really world class, I guess, but still, I feel like it's not that hard to get decent. I know I'm
Yeah,
not
I
good,
agree to
Ava.
that.
Thank you.
I think that Skewb is kind of like, it's probably one of the more difficult ones as far as improving, because there's not much motivation. You won't see very much difference when you practice. I mean, there's so, like DG said, there's so little room to improve that you often don't get results so quickly, and it can kind of be discouraging. So it's like on 3x3 you're improving from like a minute to 8 seconds, and on the Skewb
Yeah.
you're improving to like what, 20 seconds to 4 seconds. There's a lot less
Yeah.
room there, and when you
Yeah.
get
That's
in,
true.
when you finally get into it, I mean, like when you get into 3x3 you can get like the range of 30 to 8 seconds, but when you get into Skewb you get the range of like DG said, 6 or 7 to 4. That's like nothing.
Yeah.
But there's still
You
like
know?
other events like that, like 2x2.
Pyraminx.
That's true.
Like for
That's true.
Pyraminx. Okay, for Pyraminx,
I mean, two.
Oh yeah.
I just don't understand how you
Oh, I was
turn a
just gonna
pyramix. Like I drop
Yeah,
it.
same.
Dude, yeah, I fumble Pyraminx a lot.
No, but like the thing is for Pyraminx, what I've noticed is I did like a ton of solves a while back, and my average of 1,000 was like my best one was a 3.90, and then I did an average of 1,000 recently again, and it was like 387. So I improved, but the improvement is so little that it, like I agree with Adam, it's hard to find motivation if it's like, oh, I'm gonna improve
Yeah.
0.03 seconds. Like that's not saying much after 1,000 solves too. So
Yeah. I mean, after, like, or, like, for events like 2x2 as well, like, you start almost sub 10, basically,
Yeah.
on 2x2.
Yeah.
Well, depending, but
I would say like
most
15
people will
seconds.
start, like, on the verge of being sub 10 on 2x2, and then you go down to, like, 2.
I remember the good old
Or
days.
not 2, lower
Or in
than
my
2,
case,
but-
you stop at 6.
Or you stop, I stopped at 4, I think.
I remember the good old days where my friend and I would take out our Rubik's brand 2x2s and race to see who can solve faster. And the best time we got was 23 seconds. That was in 7th grade. I remember it.
Boy.
I remember it.
That's because hardware.
That's before we actually learned the method, though. So.
Yeah, one of the kids I babysat, the first day using a 2x2, they got like a 10-second solve.
Wow.
So it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
As for hardest to get top 10, get top 10 at this point, 3x3 is pretty difficult. That's like pretty generic, but top 10, I mean, the 10th average is 7.5. So
Yeah, I would say 3x3 probably.
Just because
yeah.
the pure amount of people that compete in it. And
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to have that many people competing, you're going to have a lot more good people. So, like, as a consequence of it being so popular, it's difficult to get good at.
Yeah. Like,
but
when
it's
you
all
look
relative.
Yeah, like when you look at Square One, I've noticed when you look at the rankings, it starts with like these couple averages that are like sub 15, sub 13, all that stuff. You know, the world record's like 9 point whatever, but like in the top 100, they're like 15-second averages, which is like significantly greater than the world record. But 3x3 is like so compact because everybody's doing it. So
yeah. All right, that was a great question, but I feel like it's time we should probably move on.
Yeah.
HE Cubing. How long do you think reviews, unboxings, and competition videos should be? Okay, I'm going to start this one off. Reviews, 3 minutes max, probably.
Yeah.
Unboxings.
I guess it depends on the review, but yeah, most reviews 3 minutes, yeah.
I mean, you can kind of compact it into 3 minutes for almost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unboxing.
Start to
Has
get like
more to
random
say.
talking. Like I used
Yeah.
to make like extremely long reviews,
Right.
and then I realized I was just babbling the whole time.
Right.
yeah.
So we stopped that.
Sometimes 4 minutes can be okay if you really have a lot to say, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
There's like a little bit of leeway.
this is just like, that's just my opinion, but there's definitely, it depends on the person. Like, people have different styles. I don't know. I mean, you may just like have a 2-minute review and at the end have 75 minutes of solves. Like, I mean, that was an arbitrary number, but you get what I'm saying. You know, it's just relative on the person.
750,000 rubs.
It's 750,000 rubs. It's all relative. I just got a good idea. I'm sorry. We got to make a live stream where we take a Rubik's brand and rub it and see if it works out at 750,000 rubs.
750,000.
So true.
We got to do it, guys. Okay, no.
1, 2.
So that's just my opinion. With my style, mine lasts like 2 minutes. As far as unboxings go, it depends on how many puzzles.
Unboxings are pretty flexible. Yeah.
Like
If
I
it's
know
like a lot of cubes, you're gonna it's gonna take longer to show them all.
Yeah.
I
So.
think in general there are 2 types of unboxings. You have like a mass unboxing, and then you have your typical like 1 to 3 puzzle unboxing. And a pattern that
And a
I've seen.
T-shirt or something.
What?
Yeah, 1 to 2 cubes, and maybe like a T-shirt or
Yeah,
lube
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Definitely. Every once in a while you get like no puzzles, but like a play mat or just a shirt, like you said, stuff like that. Like those smaller ones. What I've seen is that Allison and I have very, very similar video making styles with unboxings.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
We both run about 7 minutes, sometimes a little bit less, 6 minutes. I don't think that's necessarily that great, but I mean, we both talk about it for the whole time, and we fill up the time. And so I guess like just as people, we're a little bit more rambly, you know.
Yeah.
So
Something I've noticed is for any type of video, I feel like the length, if it's a long video, say you have a 15-minute unboxing, the title and thumbnail should attract people enough that they're willing to click on it despite seeing that it's 15 minutes. Because you have to get people's interest, and then if they see, oh, this is so long, I don't want to watch it, but if they're actually interested, they will.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thumbnails. I'll do that someday. I actually really want to, but like at some point, but I just get so lazy
Why
with
don't you do
thumbnails.
It's really easy.
just
It
do
is.
I
I
literally
know.
just take a
Pixel or something.
screenshot of like something I'm doing in the
Yeah,
video
that-
and put words over
Yeah.
it.
Same. Yeah.
I'm like,
If
I'm
I
not
ever make
posing
thumbnails,
my
that's usually
cube
what
or
I do.
anything.
I've gone through like 4 separate thumbnail styles. You can see like the points where I changed it if you scroll
Oh,
through
yeah,
my
same.
videos.
Same. I had food at one point. I would put like
berries
I
as
remember that.
those. I remember those.
I don't know why I did that. I think I just like
Food
felt
attracts
like it.
people. Food attracts
Oh yeah,
people.
we
It's a
have
good
these.
idea.
I'm looking through it
It
right
was
now.
interesting because I was wondering how you found like full page pictures of like a whole bunch of strawberries. So I
Google.
was like,
Yeah.
I literally would
Just-
look up like
They look like the same
pomegranate
style,
seeds,
too.
and then I would pick the first picture with pomegranate seeds.
Pomegranate seeds are delicious.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
click that
yeah.
video.
Yeah.
And then at one point I had like just pictures from Google with like weird designs, and I'd put words on it,
Yeah.
and then thrown in there'd be like nothing. Ones with just like no thumbnail.
Okay, there is a mail truck outside. I'm seeing if I'm getting a package. Hold on.
Oh, I thought you said it was a male skunk, and I'm like, what? It's like that does not usually happen.
Nah.
And how can he tell it's male from this far away?
I
I
had
could
no
smell it.
idea. Maybe they had different like
yeah. No, they like,
colors.
yeah.
I didn't get a package.
There's a skunk wearing like a USPS uniform.
Male skunk.
That title off right here.
Oh yeah.
Male
We're doing
skunk.
that. Male skunk. All right, I'm gonna add that to my list. Yes, I have a
Okay,
list.
so how long do you think
What was the last video they said?
Yeah,
Oh, competition
competition
videos. That really varies. Like that's probably the most varied one.
I would
Yeah,
say.
let's just talk about my
It depends on the
45-minute vlog video from
I
World
like
Championships
that
2013.
video.
I look back on it, like I've looked through it, and I'm like, I just talked. Like I don't even know what I was doing in
Still
it.
interesting.
That's
But
what I
I
used to
mean-
do. I used to do that.
Those are fun. Yeah.
It's bad.
I mean, like, if you're for worlds and for Nats, like, I feel that's appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
do longer like vlog style. That's what I did for Nats 2014.
I
Yeah.
feel like you can you include like finals in it and stuff. Like there's just
Yeah.
more that you can include because it's like a 3-day competition, not like a 1 day. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know for myself in particular, I have two competition styles. I have like the asking questions and just like doing random stuff style. Those can last up to like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And those are the same typical idea. Now I've been to one Nats, which and at that point in time I didn't record I didn't make videos like seriously yet, so I didn't think to record that type of stuff. So Nats 2015 or 2016,
2016.
I'm definitely going to like put some more effort into it. But other than that, I just have been to local competitions. So like I feel like if you make those sort of vlog type random stuff things for local competitions, those can last up to that time period like 10 minutes ish. But they're more appropriate for like Nats or something like that. So the other style that I do is the one I did for Big Apple, which is the shorts, and the shorts last like 3-4 minutes. I found
Yeah.
that those are better, but it
Quick
just
check
depends on.
Those are harder to edit because you have
Yeah,
to like
those-
sync music and all that.
yeah,
kind of
and then
stuff.
like get the beat
But-
going and make
Yeah,
sure that it's
yeah.
like working with it.
Yeah.
The thing about like competition videos, like I haven't like done them in a while. Like I did them back like in 2013 and like 14 and stuff, and then I like stopped. But they're like, I don't know, like I don't remember to like record other people. So like at the competition, like I don't go around and like film stuff, so I
Yeah.
forget to even make one. And there's like no point in like, I don't know, making one that's like all like of yourself necessarily, unless it's like, oh, my best solves from a competition or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. The one that I posted most recently was only like a minute and a half because I didn't record enough.
Yeah.
And I just kind of did it for fun because I had like extra time on my hands. So
Right.
I don't know.
I know,
think that
like-
Didn't
I know, like, DG has had, like, I remember you telling me a story,
yeah,
DG.
I was about to say the same story. Yeah.
Yeah, do you want, I think you know what we're talking about, right, DG?
Yeah, I think I do.
Go ahead.
About like how I forget to record.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like at Red Cross, that was a really fun competition, and I think I made a decent video about it, but I realized around like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock or something that I was only recording my own solves, and I had like maybe a couple pan shots of the room or something. So then I was like, yo, I need to get everything. So I just went around and started recording like random people and like just trying to get as much as I could fit. And I think it ended up being a decent video. So I mean, like, it wasn't as synced up to the music as I would have liked to do it now. Like I would probably do that a little better now. because like I like that sort of thing. But
I can't.
I don't
And
know.
finding the music for videos, like, that stresses me out.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I gotta find something that's, like, got a beat, but, like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna get, like, flagged or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like...
found-
The video I was like super happy with was my LSC video. I found like the best like fitting music, and I was so happy with that.
I want to coin a term here for a second. Because I always don't have enough music, the other day I went music farming online where I just like built up a bunch of songs I could use for future videos. So
I should do that.
Music
I should do
farming.
that.
Music farming
That's actually
people
a
do
really
it.
good idea. See, I always get my music from SoundCloud, so, like, it's iffy whether or not I'll get copyrighted. Because, like, I don't use any, like, free, like, no copyrighted music or anything.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how they have, like, specific sites or, like, YouTube
Yeah.
channels that have
Yeah,
that kind of
no
thing? I
copyright.
don't use that. I just listen to, like, I tend to include the music that, like, I listen to at the time or that I
Yeah.
have, like, downloaded. Like, I've used the same music as background music in, like, multiple videos because I just, like, don't have a good song to put in.
Yeah. I know like no copyright sounds is very good, but people are moving away from it because it's overused, and I agree. I still think there's lots of good stuff there that a lot of people don't use. I just feel that a lot of times when people are looking for music, they click the video and they're like, oh, I've heard this on so-and-so's channel. It must be really good, and they use it. And so like
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
then
Yeah,
then
that's not
people are like, well, I see this a lot, and this is from no copyright sounds, so I'm not going to use no copyright sounds anymore. And I found some good stuff, like my intro music. My intro music is from no copyright sounds. I haven't heard it by anybody used by anybody else. I mean, there's still good stuff on the site. Now I've moved on to a YouTube channel called MA Free. It's really good. I found some good stuff there.
Nice.
I actually haven't used. Oh, I've used like one or two in videos, but not for a competition video. But from a channel called Free Songs to Use.
The Fat Rat.
That Damien actually recommended.
Do you
Yeah.
guys make videos on
But
like
yeah.
every competition you go to?
Most.
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
Or
I
I,
think I
did.
have.
all right.
I think I have.
I did.
No, I just can't
I-
remember to do that. Like, I just get discombobulated. And I staff at a lot of competitions now. So, like, I don't really have, like, I can't, like, go run. Like, all the Maryland competitions I staff at because they, like, ask me to help. And I've been to a lot, so
I think
it's just,
I've-
like, difficult.
I think I've missed one since I started my channel,
Really?
but that
That's
was
like
Yeah,
really
me
hard. I
too.
go to like
Yeah.
2 every month.
I never bothered editing my Red Cross video, so that never went up. And I didn't film it all at Manhasset on purpose.
I mean, I wish I did. I think they're fun to make, finding the music and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
DG.
forget to film stuff.
I think I'm in your boat, and I think I know which one you didn't record. So,
Which one?
You didn't record Monmouth Open, right? The one at the library.
Oh no, I'm saying since I had a YouTube channel. There were two
Oh.
before I had a YouTube channel.
Okay.
but-
I haven't recorded.
No, I didn't record that one.
I think I've technically recorded every single competition I've been to, but like I didn't make a video.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not true. I've made a video for every competition video. I didn't make a serious competition video for Nats 2014 though. It was just all of my solves in vertical foam.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that too. Like my best solves from so and so comp. They're my favorite videos to watch. Like some of my favorite videos, the competition ones. I love to see like I don't know. I just love everything about them.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Allison, do you want to get the next one because I know
Yes.
you found it.
I think.
Okay, so this
yeah.
question I think was pretty great. So it's from Cubic Cubes, and he says, question, when people get ideas, they get light bulbs over their head. So what went over Thomas Edison's head when he finally figured out how to make the light bulb? And I'm not going to answer this one because there was a reply from Blaster118, and he said, $.
Oh, that's funny.
I would suggest
pretty good.
I would suggest that what came over his head was like a picture of him crushing Tesla's skull, like something like
Yeah,
that. You know?
that's what Adam was thinking, you know.
Yeah. Or like a copyright sign. I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
ding.
So
Okay.
yeah. So now there's one more question, and then we're gonna move on to the next couple things.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Q&A is
And-
complete without a question from.
From,
Yoshimura.
Yoshimura Roy Lee.
he was actually at Manhasset.
He was? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I don't think I saw him.
I was judging him
Oh,
for
Roy
Squan, I
Lee?
think.
Squan.
All right, who wants to grab this one?
I'll
Okay,
do it.
what are
Oh, okay.
What?
Ava, you can go.
Wow.
what are your regrets, if any, in your cubing career, and regrets because of cubing?
Okay,
And he says, let's make this a thing, me asking a question every episode.
keep up the good
So,
questions, and you'll get
Yeah,
on every
we'll make that
episode.
a
Well,
thing.
you have
Yeah.
good questions, so
Yeah.
If they become on a scale from 12 to 3, what's your favorite stapler? Then we're not doing that.
Staples brand 8. Okay, no.
There's gonna be. I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be people who ask that.
Yeah.
Like the generic
Oh,
user 666
man.
thing.
If generic user 666 comments, okay, I'm not gonna. We should not suggest that because
It's gonna happen like 5 times though. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
If you do
Have
that,
fun,
then
guys.
that's not funny. So please don't do that. Okay.
This is a serious matter.
Yeah. Don't
offends-
comment
it
about
offends me.
staplers.
Okay. What are your regrets? So I would say moving on too quickly from beginner's method on 3x3. I've always felt that if I spent more time on beginner's method and really got it down to like a good time, then I would have been more successful learning CFOP. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but what I do know is that my friend, who I mentioned probably a few times in this podcast already, the one who got me into speed cubing, and I started my channel with him. He was really, really good at beginners. He was like 45, 50-second solver in beginners, which is very good for that method. So I felt if I got down to that point, that maybe it would shift my times sort of for CFOP, and I would be a 12, 14-second solver by now. But you never really know, so it's not that much of a regret.
What do you think you should average at beginners when you should convert to a different method?
I would say 45.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I averaged when I switched.
Yeah, I can't either.
I think I averaged like 50.
Yeah, same.
when
Yeah, I
switched.
feel like it was
Actually.
around there, like 50 to a minute, and like I think that's fine.
I
But...
think I was in the 30s.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah, wait, maybe low 40s, high 30s.
Well, wait. Does
'Cause my first
keyhole
two comps
count
I
as
used
part of
beginners.
beginners, or did you switch from
What?
what? Did you switch from like beginners to keyhole, or was keyhole your beginners method?
Keyhole I used at my first. Yeah, okay, keyhole I used for a long time. Like at my first 2 competitions, I did use keyhole. So I guess that's not really beginners, but I used beginners last layer with R prime, D prime,
Because
RD,
you used
and
keyhole up
everything.
until you were like 16 seconds. You
Yeah,
just
no,
switched to
yeah.
like.
But
yeah.
I used like R prime, D prime, RD up until like my second
Oh.
competition. Yeah, so that was
That
and like my
beginner's
second
method.
competition, I think I was averaging like maybe 35 or something. So maybe 40. I don't know. Wait.
I feel like a regret of mine is like just not practicing 3x3 enough because, well, I mean, like that sounds really dumb, but it's just 3x3 is used in like pretty much every puzzle. Like 4x4, you have the 3x3 stage. 5x5, you have the 3x3 stage. So for all of them, like it'll just make you faster at like almost every event if you just have that 3x3 stage like down really well.
Right.
Also, it took me like 2 years to learn full OLL and PLL.
Oh my goodness.
So that was like a big regret. Like I should have just sat down, learned it, like, and I'd be like good to go. But no, it took me forever, and I feel like that was just. I don't know.
See, at least
I
learning
agree.
OLL
That's another
situation was
thing.
fun.
That's another thing that like I rushed into too quickly. Like I didn't regret PLO, but I regret like what I did with OLL. What I said to myself was like, okay, you're gonna learn full OLL, and that's gonna make you faster, which is not the case.
Oh no.
And then, to a certain degree, but not to a large
Yeah.
degree, and especially if I'm solving 24 seconds, that's not going to. That's meant to further optimize your solves when you're down like at like the 12 area, you know.
Not
so
12.
What?
A little more than
12?
12.
I would put it at like 15.
Whatever
15.
you're at. So
15, maybe 20 even. I don't
I
know.
at a certain point in time, I realized that and stopped, and I said to myself, all right, when you're sub 20, you'll learn the rest of OLL. I'm sub 20 now. I still haven't done that. And that's not a regret. I think I'm fine with the number of OLLs I know. I know like 40. So that's a majority of them. And so whenever I feel like it's appropriate to learn the rest of them, I will. But I feel like just like CFOP in general, I feel that I rushed into OLL too quickly.
I don't know if this is like a regret exactly, but I guess like I just haven't had as much time because I used to what happened was, except with 3x3, I had like all these crappy versions of cubes like Square One and Megaminx and stuff, and Scube, and I like hated those events because I had really crappy ones and I just didn't want to practice.
Yeah.
But then I think the first one I got was probably a good Megaminx, and then I like that. Then and now I like really like Megaminx.
Wait, what do you
And-
average now? Sorry to interrupt your story.
Like 135, I think.
Wow, that's. I don't even remember what I average. I probably don't average anymore. Like
I just don't average
I
anything.
just don't average.
I remember, Allison, when you were like, when you got really, really into Megaminx and you started at like 8 minutes and then you got down to like, and like every day you would post like, I'm down to 6 minutes, I'm down to 4 minutes, and like now you're at a minute 35. Like that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I didn't realize you were at a minute 35 yet. That's pretty legit.
I mean, I went to like I got down to like a minute 45, and then I stopped practicing for a while, and then after my failure at Manhasset, I got really motivated to keep practicing, and also I got a die in Megaminx from Ava, and so then I did that, and
Megaminx is like, awesome.
Faster, yeah.
It honestly is a fun event. I like it.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
fun.
Probably next thing I'll get into, and then following that blind. But.
You really should. Megaminx is so cool.
I was into blind for like a solid 3 days.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, I remember that.
I learned Old Pacman and then M2, and I could consistently do Old Pacman with like 3 minutes of memo, and then I started to learn M2, and I just never put them together. I just quit after I learned M2. Like, I was so close, man.
I still am killing it with Old Pacman. Booyah.
Same.
Yeah.
You can get like sub 2 with OPOP.
Ava's multi-blind was really good at Manhasset.
How about my multi-blind?
Oh yeah, DG's multi-blind was even better.
Mine is just sad.
Manhasset,
I judge one
go
of
to
DG's
die.
multi-blinds.
I still have to learn a new way to memo because I haven't done that yet. I literally have like, I think I told you this, DG, like I literally have a word for every sticker, and I memorize a list of words.
That's tough.
So,
yeah. Pretty bad.
So I gotta learn that before I try multi-blind. Like, whoa.
I've always thought that it's funny that there are like memorization methods. Like to somebody like to a non-cuber, like this topic doesn't often come up, but like imagine how weird that sounds like a non-cuber. It's just like, so how do you solve a cube blindfolded? Well, you see, there's a particular way I memorize things, and like
I never know what
so
to
weird.
say.
Yeah.
You know?
I never know what to say. I'm like, oh, well, I like just switch pieces back and forth and using like algorithms somehow.
I use a lot of formulas like algebra, calculus, you know.
I graphed them in my
Quadratic
head.
formula is my favorite.
My history teacher wanted me to solve it blindfold during class, and I'm like, I really don't think I can do that, because like we had a school project, and it was like to make a piece of art, and I drew on a Rubik's cube, 10 out of 10 in case you were wondering, got an A on that project.
Boom.
But he like came up and he was like, can you do it blindfolded right now? And I'm like, that's probably not a good idea. He goes, please, there's like 3 minutes left in class. You can do it. I'm like, no. And then he wanted me to just like shut my eyes and know how to do it. I'm like, that's not how it works. Like I need to have time to memo.
When people ask me to do blind, I just do like a semi-blind that still impress them. So like, which is like, it's really not impressive. I just look at the cube, see what F2L pair I have to put in or whatever, and then look up at them and do the F2L pair, and they're still impressed. So I mean,
yeah, they're like every time I'm solving casually, and I'll look up every once in a while because I don't have to be staring at the cube. They're like, oh my god, you're not even looking at it.
Or when you're scrambling, and then they're like,
yeah,
you're not looking. How do you do that?
So
okay.
I think my wacky neighbor is like mowing the lawn, so like hopefully you can't hear that.
No, I think you're good.
No, I can't hear it. Adam tested it earlier too. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a landscaping team out there across the street, and we can.
It seriously
hear that,
sounds like they're like shredding a body. Like I don't know what's going on. I'm concerned.
Okay, so that's it for the Q&A. So now we're gonna move on to a new segment, and this is an idea that Derpy Cuber came up with, so thanks to Derpy for this great idea. And it's a game called Which Event Is This Time From? And so, since I suck at playing this game, I will start off as sort of like the moderator type
Host?
person. Host, I guess. And so we'll do a practice round to show you how this works. It's a very, very simple concept overall. So, if I said, for example, at U.S. Nationals 2012, Andrew Reese got a 6.15, which placed him 22nd in the world for...
3x3.
3x3.
The answer is 3x3. And that's how it works. So you have to... I'll give you information about a person...
I'm going to do miserable
whatever.
at this.
Yeah.
I'd say
Quick question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we decide who gets to answer, or do we all get to answer?
Can we all download like a fart making sound like on our phones and then like we fart in?
What?
But that's gonna
Like, when
be
you have a
tough.
That's gonna be
specific
distinctive,
fart.
though.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
tough with like the lag. So
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
here's what we'll do. Please don't drop. Please don't. Okay, got it. All right. I
We
have.
could type into the group chat.
Yeah.
Could be
Or
like
do that.
just like a letter.
we could take turns.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Like
say we
that.
just should probably take turns. Okay.
Man, didn't
All
think of
right.
that.
All right. So let's get going
Sharing
here.
is caring.
So now I need everybody. How many other people we have? We have 4 other people, and so I'll use a 20-sided die. And 1 through 5. Okay, so DG will be 1 through 5.
When Adam has
No,
a
no, no,
Wait,
Allison
are we
did
deciding
die.
who gets the answer here?
Allison is 1 through 5. DG is 6 through 10, etc.
What's happening?
Ready? See who goes first.
Oh.
That moment when Adam has a
8.
20-sided die just sitting
I have
right
2.
next to him.
Yeah,
I have 2
what?
20-sided die. Okay. All right. It's
So,
an 8. So
that's
DG's going
DG.
first, and we'll
Awesome.
go DG, Ava, Elise, Allison, etc. Okay.
Cool.
Is
So-
that it?
8 names in a row.
What?
Etc. Wait, you're the host.
No, we're doing multiple rounds.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Round 1. So, DG, we're starting off with you.
Can we do stealing?
What's up?
Can we do
What?
stealing?
Can you
Oh yeah, if the
Yeah,
person
we'll
gets
steal,
it
we'll
wrong,
steal,
then
we'll
the
steal.
next person can steal it. How about that?
Oh, okay, cool. I'm ready. Let me just crack my knuckles real quick. All right, we ready?
Yeah, just
Same.
crack my neck, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Cut my head off.
Okay, let's try this. If I can pronounce this. Okay.
Oh
With
my.
a time
You have
of
to figure out how to pronounce it first.
with a time of 2 minutes 31 seconds 0.65, Lin Chen is number 1 in Asia for
7x7.
1 point.
Yay.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you couldn't figure out how to pronounce
Lin.
No, I was I was clicking on Asia, and I was like, I better know how to pronounce the first name. The first name that came up was Lin
Oh.
Chen, so I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was like, that's a pretty easy one.
Okay,
Lin Chen.
Lin Chen.
All
right,
Len
next.
Chin?
Len Chen.
With a time of 5.97, Kit Clement is 3rd in North America for
Single.
what?
Not single.
Check.
Wait, did we need to say single or average?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
Doesn't
Just
he
the
give
event.
you that information?
No.
What?
Wait, didn't you give that? Don't you give that information in the
I
question? anyway?
could if I wanted to, yeah.
Okay,
I
gosh,
like
I feel like
I'll
you're gonna hit me with like a hard one, and I'm gonna be like, so.
Okay, let's see.
Now he's gonna specifically find a
Alright.
hard one.
With a time of 2 minutes and 33 seconds, 0.94, Roman, I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Strakov.
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 Roman
Roman
Strakov
Strakov.
is 5th in the world for...
Wait,
Can I steal?
I know.
wait,
it.
no. I haven't even answered. Whoa there.
Yeah, she needs to answer
Can I
incorrectly
steal?
to steal.
Y'all, I don't check stats
if
like
she-
this, so this is
I
like.
don't either, but I think I know what it is.
I know it.
I know it.
Let's see. I'm gonna like throw this out there for blind.
That's right.
That is
Really?
blind.
Yeah.
that is blind.
I'm
Nice.
high fiving
Good job.
myself for that one. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Roman.
Oh, that was
Roman is really
good.
good at blind. Wait, does Roman have 5 blind?
Yeah, he does. He does.
WR right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. I thought you remember that.
I'm like so proud of myself.
Isn't it so close to sub 5 or so
Yeah.
close to
No,
sub?
there was a comp where he
four,
live streamed his 5 blind attempts, and they were all DNFs, but one was like a 430. It was crazy.
That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, Allison.
No.
Juan Pablo Juanqui
Oh.
has a time of 44.84, which puts him in first place for average in South America for...
Wait,
I'll steal if she doesn't
I
get it.
think I feel like I know of this person. but I get a bunch of the Spanish cubers confused sometimes.
Oh.
Wait, what was the name again?
Juan Pablo.
Juanqui.
Juanqui. That's a neat name, Juan Pablo.
Yeah.
That is
I
a cool
feel
name.
like I feel like that's a different one. Because I know there's a South American who's good at blind, but I don't think that's. I think he's faster. It's faster than that, so I don't think it's the blind one.
I
You have
kind of
30
forget the
seconds.
question.
Blind.
30 seconds on the clock.
Ooh.
Wait.
So hyped.
I had an answer and I forgot. Megaminx. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It is.
Mega
Yeah.
Mix.
Wait.
I remember
Did you
there's,
literally
there's
just,
one
like-
South American who's good at Megaminx, and there's another one that's good at blind, and I forgot which one was.
Oh, I feel like I know what you're
That I know
talking
of.
about.
So wait, we all
Okay.
have 1 point, right?
I think it's.
You all have 1 point.
So, how many rounds are we doing? You wanna say 3?
3 rounds.
3
Round
rounds?
number
Cool.
2. Let's make this a little bit spicy.
Oh.
Spicy.
Ooh, spicy.
I'm ready. I can take the heat.
Okay, DG.
Yeah.
Andrea Santam
Oh,
Brogio
I know what this is already.
from
I already
Italy.
know what this is, mate.
got a 7.41
Squan.
single. Ding.
How do you
How do
know
you,
that?
how do you do this?
how do
It was
You know
WR.
these things.
It was WR at the time.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't remember this.
I don't
That was
either.
before 696.
Yay. Spicy.
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 Okay. Ooh, this is good.
Oh jeez.
Okay, Ava. Alex Chen is 5th in Oceania for an average of 10.42 in
Alex.
I've never even heard of Alex Chen.
I don't think you're supposed to have.
yeah,
Wait, what was he?
10.42.
10.42.
In Oceania.
An average for
Oceania. What is that, Australia?
Yeah.
Australia and New Zealand.
Australia.
Good lord.
And
You're
the
really
South Pacific
testing my
Islands.
geography skills.
Clock?
Oh, this isn't mine, is it?
Clock?
No,
Clock?
it's Ava's.
No. Elise gets a chance to steal.
Wait, what did she say?
It's like clock.
She said clock.
Darn it, that's what I was thinking.
This one's really hard.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
This game is rigged.
I'm gonna make round
see.
3 like impossible. Just for
Okay.
fun.
What cubes I have.
Just look at all the WCA events.
Yeah, oh my word.
I have a guess. Wait. I have a question. If the person who steals it gets it wrong, can the next person guess until all of
One-handed.
us
Yeah.
guess?
Not
Okay.
one-handed. Close.
That would be world record.
Close.
Oh,
That
would
would
it
be
really?
that would be a world
Oh
record,
my
yeah.
God.
Allison,
Oh wait, was it average? It was average.
average.
Oh, average.
Oh
Is it
my
just-
gosh.
Is it just, is it just,
Alex Chen,
is it
new
just
world
3 by
record.
3? Is it
But
just
he's
3
only
by
5th
3?
in Oceania.
This is a completely random guess. Is it just 3 by 3?
That's right. It's just 3 by 3.
It is.
Nice.
That was my
That's
second
what I
Are
was
you
guess.
kidding me?
That's what I was thinking because Oceania, like, there's not
Yeah,
as
same.
many.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right. Now
so
we
upset.
have Elise's turn. All right. With a. That's too hard. Hold on.
No, hit something. I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, that's too hard. Ayo. Okay, I got a
He
good
doesn't
one.
believe in you, Elise.
No,
really
it's too
upset
difficult.
now.
It's just too difficult. With a time of 12 wait, is this an average? With an average
Oh, Lord.
of 12.69 seconds,
6
Lin Chen is 3rd in Asia for
Chen.
This person's back again. Lin Chen.
Lin
Lin
Chen.
Chen is 3rd in Ava.
I already
Wait.
forgot what he did in the first
Yeah,
one.
what
7.
did he do?
7.
What did he? A 7. 10. Okay, we've got a 10 going on here, and we're in Asia.
A
Ready for this?
12.69. 12.69
It's square
average.
1.
12.
12.69 average.
Yeah, square 1.
Allison,
Darn you.
this is pretty much for the win
12.-
if you get this.
12.69 average.
Not necessarily.
But it gives you a really good advantage.
I'm really bad at this.
In Asia with a 12.6.
I think I know what it is.
It's definitely 5 blind.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the ranking?
Third.
Third.
I think I know.
OH.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even
How
think of
is
that
he-
event.
Now guess whose
not
turn
okay.
it is. Guess whose turn it is, Allison.
I'm
Okay.
devastated.
So
Don't
rigged.
get this one.
I guessed square one.
No, that was a good guess though. That was.
That was a
Yeah,
good guess.
That would have been my
pretty
first
good.
guess.
Yeah.
With a 2.28 single at the UK Championships in 2015, Nathaniel Berg is 44th in the world in
Oh.
Wait, what was the single again?
228.
Sorry, you lagged out.
228.
Okay. And what was it? Wait, okay. 228, 44th. Scube?
Okay, that is obviously.
Pyraminx!
that's obvious
Oh.
what it is.
Pyraminx.
Pyraminx,
Yeah.
I forgot that was an event.
Pyramid.
I was totally
Rex.
saying 2x2, man.
Yay!
2x2. What?
2 by 2
How
is a good
228?
2 by 2.
44th at the
I think
228.
I thought you
44th
said,
and
wait,
2 by
did
2
they
is
say
like a
44th
1.
or 24th?
44.
44th.
44th.
Wait,
44th.
44th and 2
2
by
seconds
2
is great. Maybe not in 2x2.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, that's tragic. I really need to brush up on my stats.
Okay, Adam, this is my chance.
Oh wait, is this round 3 already?
Yeah, round
Yep.
3.
Yeah.
Oh
What are
man.
the scores?
All
What
right.
are the scores?
Wait.
Oh.
Wait. I think.
I'm definitely in the negatives.
All right. In second place is Elise and Ava tied with 1 point.
Oh yeah.
And in
got it.
first,
What?
in first, tied with 3 points apiece is Allison and DG.
Yeah.
So DG, if
Yeah.
DG gets this question right, he wins.
Wait,
Well, no, because
not
it's round 3.
necessarily.
This is
No,
round
unless-
3, right?
Unless I don't
Yeah.
get mine.
She
my
can steal
question
stuff
right.
too.
Oh yeah, that too.
Wait, didn't you just go though?
No,
She
he
did,
just
but
started.
No, he started.
No,
right?
now this is round 3. Round 3 is
Oh,
just
okay,
started.
gotcha,
I'm
gotcha.
first. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on,
Okay,
host.
then we would have like a lightning round stalemate type.
Round 3. Fight.
All right, DG, are you ready?
Yeah.
This one, I'm gonna mix it up a bit. This is in
Ooh.
Europe. It's a single. It's by Robert Yao for 5.22
Ooh.
seconds, and it's ranked. I'm not telling you.
What?
Oh my.
Ooh. Wait a minute. What?
I'll tell you that it's above 50th.
Wait, above meaning
I
like
mean,
higher or
sorry,
like?
yeah, I should be more specific. It's below. It's worse than 50th place.
Oh, okay.
So he's okay. Huh. Robert Yao has a 522, you said? In
522.
Europe.
Mhm.
And is this 50th in Europe or in the world? Or
Europe.
like below 50th in okay.
Europe.
Okay. 522. So the only things it could be are two. Wait. I shouldn't say this out loud because people might steal it. Wait.
Whenever I feel it's appropriate, I'll put 30
Okay.
seconds on the clock.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, I have it narrowed down to 2. I'm going Scube.
Scube is correct.
Yes!
Good job,
It was
DG.
either that or Pyrrha.
Okay.
Don't worry, Allison. You'll probably get my steal anyway.
Blocks.
Oh.
I didn't
Alright.
expect to win because DG's usually the stat nerd, and I was just like, I just happen to get like steals, and I was like, ooh.
Hmm.
Well, I am in front of you in the race, so haven't gotten one right. Oh wait, I have. I got one right.
There was the 4 blind from Roman.
Oh yeah.
DG looks like he's very close to his mic right now.
Okay.
For some reason.
Now Ava's
It's
gonna
because
get
I
another-
am.
Another toss-up. Ready? I'm gonna omit one piece of information.
The time. No.
Richard Richard Halls has a 1 minute and 0.13 second solve, which places him 19th in a continent that I will not tell
What?
you for what event.
Okay, what was the? I want to know the time.
Yeah, I
Wait,
just
single
learned
or
that
average?
like momentarily.
And
Single.
Single or
1 minute
average?
16
Single.
second point 13. He puts him in 19th place. It's not Asia. It's not North America.
1 minute and 6.
I think I have a guess.
If nobody gets it, I get a point. No.
I hope you get this right because I'm clueless.
Yeah, I don't want Allison to get it.
What?
All right.
116?
1 minute 16 seconds. I'm putting 30 seconds on the clock.
Come on, Ava.
I feel like you should lower it to 10 seconds. No pressure.
Megaminx?
No, we should be rooting
Is it
for Ava.
Megaminx?
Megaminx is incorrect.
That was
Elise.
a great guess.
That was
Huh.
a good guess, though.
I feel
That's
like
what I
it's
would've
5
said.
by 5 in some like random continent.
Yeah, I was gonna guess 5 by 5 if not Megaminx.
Was that right?
5 by 5 is incorrect.
What?
Allison.
No!
Oh.
Oh, then I know what
What?
it is. Oh
Um,
my god.
Okay, so it's not North America or Asia, so it's like the slightly small. Well, South American Cuban is pretty good too, but Okay, so no Megaminx and no 5 by 5. 1 minute 16.
Yep.
19th in some place. I'm gonna go out on a limb. 4 by
What?
4.
4
That's
by
good.
4.
No, I think that's good.
4 by 4 is correct.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. What continent was it? Like,
Oceania?
What? Yeah,
Is
what
it Africa?
continent?
Africa.
Oh.
Oh.
That's not okay, Allison.
We have a tight race here. 4 points to Allison,
Ava,
4 points to
please get
DG.
this.
All right.
Or Elise. It's Elise's turn.
Elise's turn. All right,
Oh,
Elise.
all right.
True.
If
Elise,
you
please
get this, you're helping DG to have a chance here. Okay.
Oh,
Why does she
no.
care?
Help me.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally like
Please
need to
send
check
help.
my pulse.
No, just do your best guess. Like pretend there's not like.
All right, I
Yeah.
got this. I got this. Well, you realize that my best guesses have all been wrong, so you would say that. I'm watching
No.
you.
Was 4 blind a best guess?
Yeah, no, I killed that one. 4 blind? I don't
Yeah.
even know where that came from.
This is very difficult. Okay.
Oh, the race is so close.
Oh.
You could see DG like
I'm-
sweating over there, like.
It's like,
Anurin Hunt is first.
I'm sorry. Can you repronounce that?
Excuse me.
It's something like Anurin. Anurin. Anurin Hunt. Something like that. I
Alrighty
apologize if I
then,
mispronounce
okay.
your name.
And
Mr. Hunt. Mr. Hunt is first place in New Zealand with a time of 4.3 seconds in.
wait. How come you
Oh,
tell
no.
her everything?
No. I'm changing this. I'm sorry. Tom Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
How did you go from a Nurin Hunt to Tom Nelson?
Tom,
All right,
Tom
Nelson.
Nelson.
I'm ready.
Tom Nelson is an inside joke between us. DG,
Yeah.
you wanna
Oh,
quickly
no wonder
just-
I'm confused.
This is like an impossible question, though.
Oh, geez.
But it's round
Oh,
3,
no.
so. Okay.
Okay.
Elise, you have a very difficult question.
Oh, great.
Are you ready?
Of course I'm ready. I was born ready.
Okay. Tom Nelson is 16th in New Zealand with a time of 7.58, which is a single, on.
Wait, you're telling her everything again, though.
Because the question is so difficult.
Okay, fine.
Let's see.
yeah, he's giving her a pass. You know.
Okay.
I have 1 point. I'm really no threat.
Yeah, but Allison is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wait.
You said the time was 7 point something?
7.58. I'm not concerned. I don't think anybody's
Pyraminx.
going to get this. Pyraminx is correct.
Oh my god!
Booyah, booyah, booyah.
Good job. I'm
You just
so
helped
happy.
out DG a ton.
That was amazing.
Ooh,
Wow.
this is.
No.
Oh, I just realized something. So there are 2 options right now. Allison gets it right and wins. Allison gets it wrong and I steal it and win. Or like
Or
Allison gets it
you
wrong
steal
and
it
I
and
get it
don't
wrong,
get
and then we
it.
just
You
see what
both
happens.
get it.
Yeah, we both get it wrong. That's a possibility too. So this is really, really close.
I mean, I'm clearly gonna make a comeback.
Yeah. The steal is gonna go all the way around back to you, and then,
Oh yeah, and then
Yep.
I'm gonna be tied with you guys if
And then
that's
you'll be
possible.
like,
Wait, no.
multi-blind and win.
wait, yeah.
I was searching multiply as a joke. Okay.
No,
Going
you
off of
can't
that.
do that.
Okay, let's do this. All right.
Still
Yes,
doing that 6
yes.
by 6.
Yeah. I know,
Yes.
I was,
Okay.
I was about to
I'm so
comment on
excited.
that.
I'm so excited.
Oh no.
That's wrong, Allison.
Costas.
Eh.
This is his real name. Costas Papadopoulos. From Greece. Has an
Oh.
average of 3 minutes, 14.56 seconds, and is ranked 17th in Greece for.
In Greece?
In Greece, he's ranked 17 with an average of 3 minutes
Oh.
and 14 seconds, .56.
Oh no.
In what event?
Hey, wait, what was the ranking?
17th.
Elise, you can't signal things.
Don't.
I
Three
was
by
definitely
three.
not doing that.
3 by
And would
3?
you actually trust me if I tried to give you the answer?
I was like trying to go like.
Is 3 by 3
considering-
your final guess?
Yes.
3 by 3 is
Sorry.
incorrect. GG,
Yes!
you have a chance to win with a steal.
Okay.
What do I win?
For the win.
Bragging rights.
Okay.
Costas for the win. Costas Papadopoulos, who's ranked 17th in Greece for an average of 3 minutes 14.56 seconds. In what event?
Ooh.
There's another Papadopoulos on here. Ioannis Papadopoulos. Yanni, I think.
Oh.
Yanni Papadopoulos.
Dang, how good is Greece?
I know. That's what I was thinking. I kind of put them like really low,
You
and
know, they might
I'm not
have
trying
a
to be mean.
nationals there, though. If they do, then that means they're good.
Wait, DG, what'd you say about them?
They might have a nationals there, so that would mean they're actually good.
Yeah, I
They're
kind of
actually
like.
good.
I like really
Yeah, really?
underestimated.
3 by 3?
So, I mean, wasn't there like the person who has like the slowest single had like NR
oh, yeah,
in
Zoe
their country?
Orphanides from Cyprus.
Yeah, like Cyprus had like a 10-minute NR.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I'm gonna go out on a limb and
Yeah,
say...
I shouldn't have estimated that low.
4 by 4.
I mean, the ranking was like
Is 4 by 4.
that was gonna be my next guess.
Is 4 by 4 your final answer?
You know what? It is.
That was gonna be my next guess.
4 by
Yeah,
4
guess.
is
Correct.
incorrect. I win.
I know what it is. I got this.
Multi-blind. No.
Wait, no, Ava gets a chance to
Ava,
steal, though.
you get a chance
yeah,
to steal.
Ava.
Do you need it
Hello.
repeated?
Yes.
Okay. Costas Papadopoulos. Real name.
Just say the name one more time.
Costas Papadopoulos is ranked 17th in Greece with an average of 3 minutes 14.56 seconds in 3 by 3 and 4 by 4 were both guessed.
Six by 6. No, I'm just kidding.
That could be possible.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Depending on how good Greece is.
It's so hard.
Wait, Adam, can the steals only go around once?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't make sense to cycle all the way back to
Because we
you.
would just be guessing like every event.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Really thinking this one through.
Just say an event.
Ava and her now fully assembled 6 by 6.
2 by 2.
I'll say
Ava,
what?
guess.
I'll say 5 by 5.
5 by 5 is correct.
Yay.
I was
Oh,
gonna
it's
say
fine,
that.
fine.
I was.
5 by 5. All right.
I was gonna keep guessing up, like, for...
Okay. Now, that's the
yeah.
end
Now
of
it's
round 3. So
So
now
it's
we're
just
going
me and
into
Allison, right?
sudden death.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So just a quick editor's note here. Basically, the way this sudden death round worked was that DJ and I each had a chat open, and we just had to enter our answer to the prompt as quickly as possible. And the first person to get it won.
Andre, and you can't, and when I say go, you can put in stuff. Okay.
Oh, okay. We can't before that. Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Andre Canton is 8th in Canada for a 3-minute, 18.5 second single in Go.
A few moments later.
And we have a winner. Allison is
Yes!
correct.
I was actually thinking that. Oh, dang. GJ.
Allison
GJ.
got the correct answer.
You know what? I almost typed this, and then...
Oh, still
Which
understandable.
would have been, that would have been correct too. Andre Canton.
I just
which
realized
is
something. Shouldn't we say what we said?
It was... okay, so... DG first guessed 6 by 6, and then I guessed 7 by 7, and then he guessed blind, and then I guessed feet, and feet was correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
Andre Canton is 6th in Canada for a 3-minute, 18.5 second single in
Dang.
feet.
Wow.
Yep,
GG,
and that was
mate.
that was at U.S. Nationals 2012, and I think he's a brother of.
He
Antoine.
is.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna move on from that game. So let us know what you think about it down below in the comment section. We're thinking about doing a sort of cycle. So we didn't have who did what on this episode, but we're thinking about bringing that back next week and sort of switching off so that a lot of the series stay sort of fresh. Let us know what you think down below. Any improvements to any segments, etc. To sort of, I know this episode's running a little bit long, but that's sort of to make up for the tardiness of the episode. As you guys may imagine, it's a bit difficult to get everybody's schedules aligned, so we apologize for not following the specific schedule of the first of every month. But we felt that it's more important to have everybody here rather than doing an episode with less people and following the exact date. So let us know what you think about that down below as well. And we'll be sure to get our schedules aligned a little bit better, hopefully next time.
And now it's time for my absolute favorite segment, which I hold very close to my heart, and that is cubing in the news. So we have shared the document with you, Elise, and so if you can click on that link, it'll bring you to a news article, which this time is titled, Oak Grove Student Enters Competitive Rubik's Cube Circuit. So, would you like to...
Elise, you can take it away.
Would you like to read this?
Oh, you want me to read it out loud?
Yes, the guest
Alright.
reads the article.
Poplar Bluff, MO. What is that, Missouri?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fourth
guess.
grade student Ethan Hudlow of Oak Grove solved a 2x2 Rubik's Cube in less than 6 seconds, placing 16th out of 40. Contestants hailing as far as Brazil during a competitive cubing event on Saturday, April 25th in San Antonio, Texas.
Incomplete sentence.
Wait. That's not even a sentence.
Yep, that's not even a sentence.
That's not a sentence at all. All right. The 10-year-old also participated in the 4x4 and the Standard Cube contest at the World Cube Association recognized event, which was Build Remember the Alamo. The most advanced category was to solve the algorithm with a blindfold on.
Oh my god.
Solve the algorithm.
After examining the random configuration of the cube for just 15 seconds.
Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
So many
Ethan's
things
father,
wrong.
Aaron Hudlow, the culinary arts teacher at the Technical Career Center, said that his son met a lot of like-minded people and has been inspired to continue to improve his times. His schoolmates in Chris Innes, who's that?
Ines?
Ins?
Innes. Innes. We'll
Class
go with Innes.
threw a celebration for him last week upon his return to the elementary school. Ethan first started mastering the Rubik's Cube in September when his sings, serving the individual needs of gifted student teacher Patty Reed piqued his interest in the iconic puzzle.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
just...
That was
Okay,
so
let's
cool.
dissect it. Let's
So wait.
dissect it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wasn't that the day of Collins WR?
Oh, April 25th? Yeah, was that the same year, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have wrote.
It is.
They should
Wow.
have wrote that.
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
it
about
is.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this must be local news, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like it.
Can you
Yeah.
solve algorithms with your blindfold on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and after inspecting for just 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Issue number 1. Contestants hailing as far as Brazil during competitive cubing event on Saturday, April 25th in San Antonio, Texas is an incomplete clause and tells us no information. Well, not anything useful. So, yeah.
That's great.
Next.
And the standard cube contest.
Cube contest. That's, yeah. Self-explanatory. Is build used correctly here?
I think so.
I've never heard it used that way,
They
but I
don't-
Me
think
neither.
I guess
Yeah, it works.
that's just a weird way
Yeah,
to use
that's
it.
a weird way of
but-
saying it.
I'm looking up build.
Like, I mean, you could put like coined, I guess. That would be a little
guess.
better.
That would be awkward too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
it'd be
say,
awkward,
like,
but
called.
that's at least a little more common.
Maybe just
like
called.
I've
It
heard
works.
stuff being coined like a name, but I've never heard something being billed a name.
I've
Yeah,
heard
me
that.
either.
So,
I've heard of it.
It's awkward, but it's technically correct. Okay.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Next thing,
Anyway,
most advanced.
solve the
category.
algorithm.
To solve the algorithm with a blindfold on. I can imagine.
You gotta solve that algorithm.
I can imagine like a troll, like. Like a newscast, like coming in and asking questions, and it would be a lot of fun to like troll them and say stuff like that to post it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's very
No.
easy. See, I get 5 seconds to inspect, and then I slam the cube down as hard as possible, and the mat
Oh my gosh,
reads how hard I slammed
DG,
it down.
slam the rubies too hard.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. There was a news article a while back where they showed a picture of somebody
I think it was
like,
a +2.
Yeah, +2ing a 4x4 solve because like as they dropped it, it sort of, it turns. And they said he dropped the rubies too hard on the table and
Oh,
it
no.
went out of alignment or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. It has to be the rubies.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I can imagine someone like solve the like taking this literally. You take like a T perm and then you put a blindfold on and solve the T perm. You're solving the algorithm.
And you don't get 15 seconds of inspection
Yeah,
for blind.
Yeah.
you get
In
unlimited.
the picture, is Ethan standing behind like in front of a funeral, like
No, that's the
a
Alamo.
cemetery?
That's the Alamo. That's the Alamo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh,
Like, what is he
Why?
standing in front of?
He killed all these people with his cubing skills.
Graveyard Cubing 2016.
Okay.
There's a graveyard in my area. I should hold that competition.
No.
I'm just kidding, man.
I know.
All
Yeah.
right.
So that was a pretty solid article right there.
Yeah,
Solid. I
I think
definitely.
they did
Fully
a pretty
legit.
good job. Also, I realized something. It says this was updated a day after it was published. So I wonder how bad it was originally.
Before. Yeah.
The world may never know. But
Yep.
if you want to know about this article, you can click the show notes and the links
Link.
in there. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the show notes this entire episode. Hopefully people know that those exist. There's a show notes, and you can follow stuff.
Yeah.
all
Just
right.
down there. We actually don't have much in there this time. It's just questions
Yeah.
and then the link.
Okay, that's about it for this episode of the Dlsone podcast. We want to give a big thank you to Elise or JKC for coming on for this episode. We had a lot of fun.
Thank you. I had a blast.
Okay, and we are happy to announce our next person coming on the podcast, who is, drumroll please. That's a weak drumroll. That's a weak drumroll. Okay, stop. Okay.
He's gonna pull
or
out like
Uber
drumsticks
Cuber.
and start drumming on his table.
Yeah, so we'll have Sean or Uber Cuber on next.
Sean Cena Belky, as you might know him as.
Cena Belky, yeah. So-
Overcover on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll recover.
Undercover.
Be sure to ask Sean questions because we need questions to keep the Q&A going. You guys have been doing great with that, so keep it up.
So that's about it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And if you have any suggestions for how we can improve our podcast, you could just leave that down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
Okay, bye.